Welcome to Echoes of Hope. We present Love Beyond Appearance. There once was a man named Thomas. Quiet, humble, and hardworking, Thomas lived in a peaceful town where everyone knew everyone. He wasn't rich or famous, but he had something many searched a lifetime for, a woman he deeply loved. Her name was Amara. She was beautiful, not just in appearance, but in soul. Her laughter could lift any room, and her presence had a calming power. Thomas saw her one day at the local market, buying fruits with her mother. He smiled. She smiled back. And just like that, a story began. Within a year, they were married. Life was beautiful. Their home was always filled with laughter, warmth, and dreams of the future. But as we all know, life doesn't always follow the script we write. Just 2 years into their marriage, Amara began noticing small, dry patches on her skin. At first, they thought it was an allergy. But then, it spread. Her once flawless skin became covered in dark, painful scars. Doctors diagnosed her with a rare, untreatable skin disease. People stared. Some whispered. Amara stopped going out. She no longer looked in mirrors. She would cry in the bathroom, thinking Thomas couldn't hear. But he always did. And every time, he would knock gently, walk in, wrap his arms around her and whisper, "You are more beautiful to me now than ever. Because now I see your strength too." One day, Thomas had to travel for a business deal, something that could help secure their future. He promised her he'd be back in 3 days. But tragedy struck. His car was hit by a truck on a rainy road. He survived, but the doctor said he had lost his sight completely. Blind. When Amara heard the news, she didn't cry. Not in front of him. She held his hand, smiled and said, "Then I will be your eyes, my love." And she was. For years, they lived together in a quiet world, her with her scars, him with his darkness. But their love, that only grew stronger. She would describe everything to him, the color of the flowers, the warmth of the sun, the sound of children playing outside. He would sit, smile, and say, "I can see it. Through your voice, I see it all." Time passed. Their hair turned gray. Wrinkles came. And then, one day, Amara didn't wake up. She passed away peacefully in her sleep, right beside him. Thomas didn't cry in front of others. But inside, he broke. Friends gathered around him, comforting, asking how he'd managed all these years. "How did you do it, Thomas?" One friend asked, "How did you live through her sickness, your blindness, her death, and still keep going?" Thomas smiled faintly. He looked toward the sky and said, "You see, I was never blind." The crowd went silent. I pretended I was. I asked the doctors to tell her I was blind, so that she'd never feel I saw her scars. I wanted her to feel beautiful, always. Because to me, she always was. My blindness was never in my eyes, it was my gift to her heart. And that day, everyone understood that love isn't about seeing perfection. It's about choosing it again and again, even when the world changes. Thomas never remarried. He lived quietly, often sitting on the porch at sunset, whispering to the sky, "I still see you." If this story touched your heart, hit that like button, subscribe for more inspiring tales, and share this with someone who believes in real love. Tell us in the comments, what does love mean to you?